Hi, this is Julie from Kaszazz. Today I'd like to show you around my craft room. Storage is something that a lot of people ask about all the time, and so I thought I would share my storage options with you. So this is my room. I've got a table here set up for 8 people. I bought these desks at Officeworks, and if you take a look, we have drawers in them and they hold all your tools that you need. So when people come to my classes, they have everything they need right at their fingertips, and it doesn't clutter up all the table. I thought I'd do this video while the room's semi-clean. It's never going to be perfectly clean. A perfectly clean craft room means too much time cleaning and not enough room crafting. So around on this wall you can see I have all my stock, things hanging up available either for me to use or for people to purchase, and I also have more on these shelves in the baskets down here. Cupboards with bits and pieces in them, and my printer. And in this cupboard, these cupboards are lockable from when the kids were younger, so I could lock things away and not have kids getting into them. I have got all my embossing powders to the side there, and then in these drawers I have got things like a few odd ink pads, my embossing ones. Down here I've got distress paints and Dilutions ink sprays and all sorts of things in these drawers. Now these drawers came from Big W. I'm not sure if they still have them or not because they were a few years ago now. I've also got these thinner drawers for paperwork, different things. They need a bit of a clean out now, but they're still there. Over here I've got these drawers, and these are what I keep my stamps in, and stamp storage is something a lot of people ask about. So this is how I store my stamps, just pulling one out at random. We have plastic sheets that you can purchase from Kaszazz. They're nice and thick, so they're quite strong. Oops. Sorry, just needed to pull that out. So you can see here, hopefully, there's the plastic sheet, and what I've done is stamped on it with StazOn ink, so you can see there it's on there, and then the stamps stick onto the back. Now because I have mainly Kaszazz stamps, I keep them in the product number order, because then I can easily find them when I'm making up workshops. So I do these labels for each of them, and then I pop them in one of these. I cut our plastic sheets in half because they come as A4 size, so that makes them A5, and then they fit in these A5 plastic pockets that you get from Officeworks. So they just slide in there, and then I keep them all in these boxes in order. Obviously you could sort them however you wanted to. I know some people do flowers and butterflies and whatever, but I prefer to keep them that way. Then all my new ones just go at the back. So I have got drawers and drawers of those. The top drawer at the moment is just full of all the ones that need to be put away properly. So trying not to move too fast, sorry for that. Crossover on this wall is my kind of display wall. Ignore the kids' bedrooms in the background. So this is where I pin up things that I've just made, upcoming workshops I've got, other bits and pieces that I need to keep and not move. And then we go across here. These black boxes I use for taking things places. They're really good because they fold flat, so I've got a couple that have got stuff in them, and in the middle there I've got a couple that are folded flat because I don't need them at the moment, so they don't take up room like full-size ones do. Now I have lots of these drawers. These come now in a set of 3 from Kmart, and they are useful for lots of things. They're about a 13 or 14 inch square, so this is a 12 by 12 paper pack. It's one of the kids ones, and so there's fin in there, and they're just a couple inches high so you don't lose stuff at the bottom. Now these I tend to use for putting all my stuff that I need for upcoming workshops. So this one says Bunnies, that's the workshop I ran last night. I had all the bits and pieces that I needed for that so that I could have it all ready when I went to run the workshop. So today's job is to clean out a few of those drawers so I can put the next lot in. These shelves are the cube shelves. I think I got these ones in Officeworks or somewhere, but you can get them in a few different places. And these hold nicely our albums. And above that I've got my Easy Press station. So I've got one of these. These are a like an office supplies type thing for putting your monitor on, but I found they fitted the pads for the Easy Press perfectly, and I've got lots, I know, and lifted the Easy Press up that little bit higher, made it comfortable for people to use. I've got some paper storage there, my alcohol markers. These are how I store my dies for the Easy Press. I don't have a lot of dies, so I use these boxes that are DVD posters. And I pop magnets inside so that the dies can stick to them. But it gives them a nice flat surface to be kept on, and it means that I can take them places. All of my storage is designed to be transportable. Because I like going to crops and retreats, I can actually fit all this in my car. So here I have all my 12 by 12 coloured cardstock. And what I've done is made up little labels that go on, and I've just cut a piece and stuck it on the back of one of the sheets. So that they then divide up, and I've got all my cardstock in order, and I can find it and I can get to it easily. Some people keep it in the drawers like I've got, but I find then it's stacked up and you have to try and get stuff from underneath, so I don't like that. Now I have got more of these drawers here. The bottom ones are full of stuff that I need to scrapbook, so I have one for each kid and one for the family, so all their school reports and school photos and everything go in there until I get around to it. And then I've got things like my blank empty album pages, and then I've got my ink pads in, and I happen to have these ones, coloured ones are older, and they came in a set of 6 with different colours, so I have each colour drawer. Like the pink drawer has pink and purple ink pads, blues, black, browns, greys, yellows, red, orange and greens. So I keep my ink pad, my ink refill and the ink blending tool or foams, or if I've got just sponge things, I keep them all in a little snap lock bag, so when I want to use that colour I can grab it and I've got everything I need to go. I always buy my ink refills at the same time as I buy my ink pads, so that I've got them. Occasionally you get an ink pad that's a bit dry, and I like to keep them fairly juicy, so I buy them at the same time. So they're all in there. At the moment I've got some punches in one of these drawers. They fit in really well, although generally I've got, if I come back this way, most of my punches sit on this board. This board hasn't been hung on the wall properly though, so it's the bottom shelf is sitting on things, so I can't quite put the punches on there properly. One day I'll get my husband to hang that up for me. Back to these drawers, I've got just some plastic bags and some scrapbooking layouts that I haven't put photos on yet. And this one's missing, that's the kids' drawer. All my scraps go in there, and then when the kids want to craft, they can take that drawer and they can play with whatever's in there. In these drawers I have got, that's all my texture paste and other bits and pieces, gesso and stuff, mixed up paints, so when I've had to blend paints I put them in a jar and then I can use them again another time. Just other bits and pieces, my Dilutions paints are all in those. This one's got sequins and things in it, scissors and rulers, all my ink blending tools. Yes, I have a few of them, that's not all of them. And just other bits and pieces. These ones have a lot of my embellishments. So you can see in there I've got twine and flowers. This one's got all my sticky bling. I don't have a huge amount because we can colour all our bling with the alcohol markers. We only have white bling, so you don't need too much that way. Rhinestones, brads, etc, etc. Metal embellishments, other stuff, buttons, whatever. So I've just labelled all the sides of these. Paperwork fits in them. This one's got all stencils in it and things. This one's got washi tape and stuff. So basically it means that I can get to everything, and I can, whoops, sorry, I was holding that at an angle. I don't need to get boxes and take lids off boxes. That one's got all letters and things for scrapbooking. Crocodile and my eyelets. Yeah, I can easily access things, and I don't need to take lids off boxes and take one box off the top of another box to be able to get to stuff and things like that. So I just find it's really convenient. And all of these drawers, of course, are just in small sets. They all just lift up there, you can see the... And so I can put them in the car. So if I want to go on a retreat or something, I can just take the whole lot of drawers and put them in the car and not have to unpack and repack everything. Like I have to take it out to the car, but I'm not going through and picking out individual things. And it only takes a little while to get it all into the car. So that's it. That's my craft room. I hope you've enjoyed that. And over here, behind there, I've just got other stuff, storage stuff. So, yep, that's it. Enjoy. If you've got any questions, feel free to shout. Bye.